Hello beautiful souls, it's Juliana here, and I post videos every Friday and occasionally during the week if I feel like it. So it would be a really good idea to have the bell notifications on because it's really random and sporadic when I'm gonna be posting. Okay, so today's video is gonna be my self-tape makeup. So that can be super fun if you want to be an actor or whatever. So yeah, okay. Let's get started. Okay, so first step. So I have nothing on my face. I did my normal prep, so like creams, whatever, so I have nothing on my face. So let's start with the primer. This is the first time I'm using this primer on camera. It's the e.l.f. There's the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I'm not sure if it's blurry or not. Yeah, so let's put that on our faces. Since I'm doing a video about like my acting and whatever, I thought I could talk about what I've done, all the stuff I've studied and all that. So I went to Dawson College's professional theater program. Anyway, and I just graduated during the pandemic. Yep. Class of 2019 to 2020. So we didn't get a ceremony, we didn't get anything. What's in my teeth? Oh, okay, it's just the light. Anyway, so we didn't get a ceremony, we didn't get anything. And I'm a little sad about it because, you know, I spent 3 years of hell. Okay, it was a hard time. Okay, not hell. I think hell is like really harsh. But like, it was a hard time. So, yeah. Okay, so now that that's on, I'm gonna start with my foundation. I'm using the same one I always use, so I'm not gonna have to keep saying that, but it's the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. Actually, I don't think I've ever said the shade. I don't know what shade it is. It doesn't say, but I think I know it's the lightest one. So yeah, no, I forgot to put the concealer. It's fine, I put so much foundation, I'm gonna be able to cover up my acne with the foundation, I think. Because this foundation builds up pretty well. So yeah, I'm doing self-tape makeup because I have a self-tape to do. Hey, finally getting some opportunities here. Okay, so now that that's done, what I like doing to like make sure, excuse me, I keep burping in my videos. So what I like doing to make sure that everything is kind of like in place and not like crusty or whatever, I make my own setting spray. Which, hold on. Fun story. So one time, and it has to do with theater, so it's perfect. So one time, the setting spray that I made, I sprayed it on my face and my makeup literally started peeling off right before a show. And I got really stressed and I was really worried. So I told my makeup teacher, I'm like, I don't know what happened. And he's just like, that's what happens when you put too much glycerin. Now, when I make it, I'm like really careful with the drop of glycerin that I put in. So yeah, oh my god, I'm not even telling you how I do it. So it's all water and then one tiny drop of glycerin. Too much and your makeup will melt off. Now for the powder. Now I'm using the Fit Me one, the same one I use all the time because I am not a rich YouTuber. I can't afford to buy new makeup. So I'm gonna put that all over my face. So something to be aware of when you're doing self-tapes is that you want to be natural, but enhancing your beauty still. So that being said, I still contour a little bit because I want my cheekbones to show a little more than they already do. So I'm going to keep using the same color, so no need to explain that. So I'm gonna do the cheekbone look. I feel like that's something that's gonna be reoccurring here. Oh, do we want a funny theater story time? I have a few. So the first play I ever did, I was 14. Actually, it was a musical, not a play. And it was called Thirdly Modern Millie. And I played 10 million parts. I played Girl in the Bar. I played Miss Flannery. I played Girl... Oh no, what happened? I played Miss Flannery. I played... What else did I play? I played a girl at the Priscilla Hotel. I played... Who else did I play? Just a lot of people. Okay? That being said, that meant that I had to have someone do my hair, someone else figure out my dress situation, and someone else figure out my shoes. I swear, I was basically like naked back there. The whole time, well, naked. In between scenes, I felt like had to be stripped in my bra and underwear almost every scene. Well, every scene. The first 5 scenes I was able to layer, but after that, you gotta go back to some old characters and new characters, and it was just... That was a crazy year. So that's one funny story I have. So yeah, there's that. And I remember there was this guy, he would sit down and he would always look at me. And I was like, bro, just go do your scene. Because we had no choice. I didn't have time to run to a dressing room. And yeah, there was a guy who would always look at me. I don't even know who, because I couldn't quite see who he was. But yeah, and then I had one teacher tell me, because I was facing where the stage was. Because I wanted to be able to see what scene was happening, right? And I told her, I was like, yo, there's someone always looking. She's like, well, maybe you shouldn't face like the stage. Maybe you should like have your back to them so then they can't see much. They can still see my back, my butt, lady, which I've got a great butt, okay? That sir was lucky to see it. But anyway, yeah, and I was like, no, he should just not look, right? Right? Anyway, I don't even remember the teacher's name, but I didn't like her. So back to explaining the look. So because I wanted to look natural, I put a natural looking blush, I smile on my cheeks, and like last time, I just kind of apply it in this area just to make it look like, you know, you got a healthy glow going, right? And now, as per usual, I like to put a bit on my nose, just a little bit, and then a little bit here, just to blend it in better. I don't like it when there's no blending. There you go. Yeah, and if it kind of feels like a little much in the camera, but in person it looks okay. Oh wait, but I need to look in like good in the camera, so I'm just gonna fix it while looking at the viewfinder because this is the same camera I'm gonna be filming my thing in. Okay, so yes, back to experiences. Now my second funny experience that happened to me on stage was that I was playing Peter Pan and my sword broke on stage and flew into the audience. Like it just hit the front row. Okay, so I zoomed in a little bit just so you can see the brows better. So anyway, so yes, it fell, but it fell into the audience right before I have to kill Captain Hook with it. So I low-key, I freaked out. But I found a solution that worked, and luckily the guy who was playing Captain Hook there. So I'm not gonna name drop, but yeah, he was great. He totally understood, and he played along with it really well. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what to say. So I'm gonna fill in my eyebrow. Keep in mind, we want it to look natural, but in my headshot, it's still quite a bit. Like I still do quite a bit of, what's it called? Filling in, especially this brow, because this brow is way different than the other one. So I'm just gonna fix it. And then here, I don't know if you can see, but I have a bit of a, not a bald spot, but it's a lot lighter there. So just to fix that, I drag on this line and I connect them. You know what's funny? I used to always do my makeup far away like this, but I got so used to doing it close up because a friend told me, you don't have to do it far away. And I was like, really? I could just, she was like, yeah, you dummy, you could just take your palettes and stuff closer. I was like, wow, I never, like the mirrors in your palette, I never thought of that. And I was like, wow, I'm so dumb. So anyway, okay, I have to tell another story. Ooh, what other play to think? As I think, I'm gonna just blend. Oh yeah, let me explain what I did there. So what I did is that I put a line under, and then I just blended in. Now let's talk about Hamlet. So we did Hamlet. I played Ophelia, and the first time we did the show in front of an audience. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm just gonna fix this eyebrow, and then I'll continue the story. Just let me fix that off camera. So now I'm just gonna grab my Glossier Boy Brown. I'm just gonna, fluff up my brows. So yes, the first time we did Hamlet in front of an audience was our classmates, because we always do a thing called, whatever, it doesn't matter, but we do it in front of like the students that go to Dawson and whatever, like the theater students. And during Ophelia's scene where she goes crazy and she's like, going crazy, everyone starts laughing. And I'm like, why are they laughing? They're laughing because a whole I can't even say it. A whole band came on stage to play because Ophelia's about to sing a song about how she goes crazy, and my teacher really wanted it to be a rock show. So everyone's laughing because they don't expect it. But me, who knows what's happening and has seen it before, and has done it a million times, is like, why is this so funny for them? I don't get it. Nothing funny is happening. And then I told my friend, I'm like, why did everyone laugh? And she's like, oh, it's because they brought a whole band on stage in a Shakespeare play. And then it made me realize everything. Another one that happened, well, not happened, this didn't happen on stage, it was just funny. So I had to come through the trap. So yeah, I had to come through the trap, okay? For those of you who don't know the trap, is it even called the trap? I don't know, whatever. The door, okay. If you've ever watched a concert, have you ever seen like a celebrity just pop up through the stage? Okay, that hole. I had to come through there, okay? Before I go on with the story, I grabbed the color Virgo and I'm just gonna line the under of my eye and then later the top. So yeah, so I had to come through there. And every time under stage, we used to always think we were gonna miss our cue because we can't quite hear what's going on in real time where we are. We can only kind of hear it through the through the door. And so my friend, again, I'm not gonna drop names, but I love her. If you're watching this, I miss you. Anyway, so my friend and I who had to go through, we would always be so stressed. We were like, what if we miss the cue? Like, we have to pick our heads up at the same time and make sure that it's perfect. That was so stressful. Yes, that's not funny, but I thought that was funny to me. Like, in the moment, it was funny. And I remember we used to always have to wait for our ASM to tell us, like, when to go, but we used to always be stressed, like, what if she misses it? Like, yeah, so now, Alice in Wonderland. This one, hold on, let me finish the eyes and then I'll tell you. I'm just gonna do that real quick and I'm gonna fast forward it on camera. So yeah, so Alice in Wonderland. So before a show, every time before a show, okay, oh sorry, I didn't grab a color, I was going to, but I'm just gonna take it and blend it a little bit because I find it looks a little harsh. So before a show, but just to pump ourselves up, we do like this nice little thing, okay? So we have this chant or whatever, like I said, that we do. And as we did it, my pantaloons just fell. They just fell. They fell onto my ankles. And it made for a really good story because, I mean, can you imagine your pantaloons falling right before your show started? So now I'm freaking out. I'm like, I need to take layers off to make sure I can tighten it back up and make sure it doesn't fall throughout the whole show. Alice was fun, but also a very weird time for me. The one thing I liked is that I had a very small part, so I got to focus on really making that character full and really making her, like, I don't know, it was the character I had the most fun creating because I got to go really all out because I had time for that. So I liked that, and I liked that aspect. The experience wasn't always the best, you know? We could have had more fun, but that goes without saying that I guess it's like that for any show you do. Just gonna thicken them up with the mascara that I said was too thick. I think it will work now because I'm not using it as splitting my lashes. I'm using it just to thicken up my eyelashes. My eyebrows. I keep making that mistake. I say eyebrows instead of eyelashes. Anybody else make that mistake? So yeah, that's literally all I do for my eyes. Now I'm gonna do my lips. I don't know if I have any other funny stories like right now. I'm sure I'm gonna think of like 10 the minute I turn this camera off. But I don't know, I need to think. The one thing I can say though is making a play is really stressful. Like, oh yeah, so I'm grabbing this color and I'm just gonna line my lips very subtly. Okay, being in a high school theater program and being super serious about theater was really not the best. I remember like people not taking it as seriously as I did, and it was so frustrating because it was like, I just want this show to be perfect, and I know you don't care as much, and I get it, but can we care? And I'm not talking about this in my first year or in my second year. I'm talking about this in when I started taking it as an elective, because I don't know, like once we started taking it as elective and we didn't have to come after school often, because we still came after school till 9. I don't know, people just started slacking a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take this nude color that I used last time. Now I'm going to use the same lip gloss that I've been using in all my videos. So yeah, that completes this look. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please press that like button. I got it right this time. Please subscribe and press the bell notifications because, like I said, I plan on posting very random stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching.